Aquarius, welcome to your full moon reading for July. How have you guys been? I hope the full moon energy is treating you well and that the eclipse has gone well too. So let's go ahead and get into it. For those of you who don't know, my name is Becca and welcome to my channel. So I am still giving away one free reading a week. If you'd like to get that, please let me know. So in your recent past, we have you, Aquarius. The King of Air. Someone made a head over heart, well-informed decision. In your present situation, we have the Two of Earth. So something's either out of balance. Oh, it flipped in reverse. So that's the only way I take reversals in my main spread readings. So someone's either out of balance or they have made a decision and stop juggling something. Let's look at your blockage. What is the blockage for Aquarius? What is the blockage for Aquarius? We have the Ten of Earth and the Messenger of Earth. I feel like some of you are having a hard time building your legacy. It's almost like you are waiting on an offer and it's taking too long, and in the meantime it's slowing you down. Your message from Spirit is the Page of Fire. So that could be talking about taking that first step into a creative endeavor. But pages do talk about messages. Bubby, what are you doing? My dog is... It's been raining a lot, so he's a little pent up. Bubbies. Bubbies. What are you doing in there? Huh? What you doing? Okay. Don't be naughty, all right? Thank you. Sorry. So it could be waiting on a message about a creative endeavor or sending that message, right? What is the potential outcome for Aquarius? I keep wanting to say Aries, so maybe some of you are dealing with an Aries. What is the potential outcome for Aquarius? What is the potential outcome for Aquarius? Or maybe it's that I'm getting my A signs wrong, mixed up. We have the Seven of Earth. Time. Spending your time wisely is kind of what I'm getting. Looking at your harvest. The bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Air. It is the Ten of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. The good news is it's a 10, right? So, the Ten of Swords has a couple of different meanings. One, it is an ending. It could be a betrayal, an ultimate of betrayals. Hey, get out of there. She stop being naughty. It could be the ultimate of betrayals. It could be mastery of thought. So you've learned all of the lessons, and now you're at a point where you are implementing them. Okay? So let's get some clarifiers out here. While I was pre-shuffling your cards, I did see the Death card and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, this is deciding to maybe stop being single. Bubby, stop it. He's got my shoe. Go lay down. Go be naughty. Floor card. I have another one for the King of Air. Sorry, I need to focus on you guys. Yeah. So we have the Eight of Cups in the upright and the Four of Wands in the upright. So some of you might be walking away from a committed relationship, one that you've put a lot of work into, and I almost feel like going right into another committed relationship. I have one more for this King of Air. One more for the King of Air. Some of you might just be walking away from the Ace of Wands in reverse. So yeah. The bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So, like I said, for some of you, this could be walking out of one relationship and directly into another. But for most of you, I feel like you're walking out of maybe feeling lonely, okay? Maybe being single and into this relationship, but it's still very new. You might be a little farther along in this beginning. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so for some of you, you're farther along in this relationship than the other person is, and they're not communicating that. But for others of you, you've come to the conclusion that you're not going to reconcile the issues in this relationship. That whatever, someone walked away and walked into another relationship. And turned down whatever reconciliation offer you were giving. Or you did that. It could be an earth sign or a fire sign. Could also be another air sign. Okay. I have one more for the Two of Earth. We have the Prince of Wands. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in the upright. So you've made the decision to cut something out, someone out. Potentially a Libra. Maybe a Libra cut you out. This was a long-standing relationship. And someone did make an offer to come back here, whether it was you or them. But they decided that it was going to be too much work. Yeah, they decided it was going to be too much work. So some of you are, your blockage with this Ten of Earth and Messenger of Earth is starting over, finding your stability. Please clarify the 10 of Earth and the Messenger of Earth. I'm seeing shared assets here. Could be a Virgo. Waiting on a job offer. So some of you are waiting on a job offer, but at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card here, right? So you have freedom. And I'm also picking up limiting beliefs, okay? For some of you, this is a time of needing to find a job, and you're dividing your assets. Okay. If this is a divorce, I don't see anything that says divorce. If this is a divorce, then I don't want to say you're asking for too much, okay, but this looks like you might be asking for too much. You feel like something's not fair. For those of you who are in a committed relationship, where you're trying to renew the passion, it's, for some of you, this is trying to renew a relationship. Like in the past, you're walking away from whatever pain, heartache, and grief, and you are moving into the commitment. You're recommitting to a situation, and there's a stall in this beginning. I'm drawn to this Knight of Wands moving back into the past, taking action towards the past. And leaving the conflict behind him. So that's that. And if that is the situation, then some of you are waiting on a job offer. Like I see that very clearly with the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And it might be that it is very far away from you, that there's some distance there that you're going to have to travel. And the commute might be why it's taking so long for this offer to come in. All right, so let's look at this Page of Fire. So there's like 3 different scenarios kind of that I'm picking up on here. So I'm sorry if you having a hard time keeping up with me. Okay. All right. That makes more sense. So there's some communication that needs to happen here, whether it's you or them. the Six of Swords in the upright, the World card in the upright, and the Tower in reverse. So I feel like this is having hope for a better future after whatever this Tower moment was, right? Taking that creative first step. The World card is all about endings and new beginnings. Again, it can also be a card about travel, and it's right next to a card about travel. For some of you, I'm also picking up that this might be like going home to family, or your children coming home to live with you after a breakup. There needs to be passionate communication. There needs to be passionate communication about moving on and letting this end. I feel like for some of you, the hardest part of this is going to be able to be kind of calm through this. Because towers aren't fun. Alright? Towers in reverse can talk about a couple of different things. It can talk about a tower that happened in the past, of a moment where everything was shaken up and you have the opportunity to rebuild it. It can also be that you're not letting this ending come in, right? And you have time to plan for this tower moment. I feel like some of you need to just take that childlike, like if there's that childlike innocence, and put it into something that you're very passionate about and communicate that. Leave the troubled waters behind and start fresh and new. Because you're wanting to travel, but you don't have the funds, and you don't feel like you have the time to do that, and it feels like it's so slow coming. I just heard, let someone know how much you want this, how much it means to you, for whoever that resonates with. Let's look at the Seven of Earth. Another Four card. It's the Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Oh. So these two fell on top of this, so we'll keep them together. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords. So clarity is coming. So the first card that came out was the Prince of Cups. Then the Sun card came up. And when these two cards fell and landed, landed on this Prince of Cups, we have the King of Wands in the upright and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So you're going to stop fighting. There's going to be a love offer coming in and you are not going to resist it. It might be with a fire sign. And it's going to make you feel wonderful. Ow, ow, ow. It's going to make you feel wonderful. You do have to wait and you have to plant those seeds. We have the Seven of Pentacles here in your blockage. That's being patient. It's being patient. Maybe this person betrayed you. I do have a pair here. The King and Queen of Swords. So if you're leaving this person behind, there's another person coming. It's coming slow. And once the cycle is over, once you've taken the time and worked through it, there's happiness here. Lots of happiness here. That you have to plant now in the present. Okay. Yay! Happiness. Okay. Sorry, I'm a dork. I'm a dork. Everybody wants a happy ending. And happily ever after. Alright. Let's pull some oracle cards. I'm going to pull a goddess card for you. This is the Goddess Power Oracle. It is by Colette Baron Reed. It has two messages. One is the empowerment message, and the other one is the alignment message. I saw a bunch of pink. I saw a bunch of pink. Lezai, Revelation. Then I'm going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for you. These cards are meant to be read intuitively. I don't really want three. Okay, please have one spirit. Thank you. So I will, Vision Quest, I will tell you what I see, and then, and hold up the card, and however it resonates with you, you can definitely take that to heart, right? So we have Desert, Vision Quest. It's a beautiful card. I actually grew up in the desert area, so looks like home to me. But what I see is a very arid place that has no water, right? So without the water, things aren't as green or as lush as they could be, but that doesn't make it any less beautiful. It's wide open skies. There's plenty of room to think, to feel. Everybody always thinks that the desert is dead, that there's nothing in it, but that's not true. Sometimes it's just a matter of adapting, and when we adapt, it can be hard to be in a new environment once we've adapted to the old environment. I also think I see water, like a stream there, because things are green. Feel free to tell me what you think. All right. Now we'll look at this beautiful card here. It's number 28, which breaks down to a 10. And I will read the two messages to you. Look at how beautiful that is. Empowerment message. There are moments when synchronicity brings all of the elements together for a flash of insight to rise up in you a glorious epiphany. Whatever was not clear becomes crystalline in an instant. It's as if you are able to simultaneously perceive every facet in a diamond. You know without a doubt that you are on the right track as deep understanding sinks into your very soul. In this moment, change and transformation takes place, and a transcendent moment is offered to you as an extraordinary gift. Now is one of those times. The Chinese goddess Li Zai, mother of lightning, brings revelations into your life with a flash. She gifts you this as a result of all the hard work you have put into dismantling your old self and making space for who you want to become. This is a very auspicious time. Alignment message. Sometimes life throws you a curveball and it feels like you've been hit by lightning. Perhaps a romantic partner betrays you suddenly, an illness strikes someone close to you, a job you expected fell through, the new employee turns out to be a dud, or you get a huge tax bill. No matter what the subject, your task is to pivot and course correct according to the needs of the event. Even if you don't understand what's happening, don't second guess yourself. Some things are not meant to be predictable, and detours may be exactly what you need. Loss or bad news aren't the only options in this situation. You may have just been offered something you've always wanted, such as a proposal from a lover, a better job, or the chance to move. Your tendency might be to try to control the circumstances or worry you may not be prepared for the change. The goddess Li Zai reminds you that the great goddess will never give you more than you can handle. Your alignment task is to surrender to what is in front of you. You can do this. So a lot of you are actually leaving one relationship and walking directly into another one. So, well, Aquarius, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful, and if it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. Share it on your social media, and remember, I love you. Good night.